Attitude Era podcast. Y'all know what it is. King HP in the building with my guy, the greatest interviewer. He's your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. He's your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. You know what I'm saying? That is Gamage in the building. We are fresh off the heels of Monday Night Raw. You know what I'm saying? On a very jam-packed week. We got Thanksgiving this week. We got War Games this weekend. It's looking kind of crazy. We still got NXT and a SmackDown to get through. But let's get into it. You know how you felt about the show. Let me see how you felt because last week's Raw.
Yeah,
How you felt this week?
I mean, I'm not going to compare it to last week because that's not going to be fair. But this was a good show. I actually enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, I felt the Botch Lesnar is crazy. What up, Mike?
Botch Lesnar. We're
Yeah,
going to get into that.
Botch Lesnar's crazy.
We're going
You
to get
know,
into that.
yeah, we people definitely gonna rewind that. That's gonna be the highlight. That's what's gonna go viral. But he was able to laugh it off, and no one's really laughing at Brock. You know what I'm saying? We laughing with you, bro. Because I don't want them problems. I thought it was a good show too. I thought it did what it was supposed to do. If they would have flipped this week and last week, though, ooh,
That would have
this
been
is the
better.
last week. Going into War Games, but I ain't mad.
Yeah.
Good week, good week, good week, good week. A couple things going on. We talked about Brock Lesnar. I do want to do a quick comparison to like the Attitude Era, right? Um, do you wish we got to see that brawl play out a little more, or are you okay with like the cliffhanger? We see the brawl start, and maybe you got to track it down on Twitter. Like, what's your how you feeling about that?
I wish they showed a little bit more of that brawl.
Mm, mm.
I wish they showed a little
I'm,
bit
I'm
more.
I'm I'm with you on that one. I ain't mad. But if you could have given us 30 more seconds, 45 more seconds even, because it's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts. You got five guys. Um, they didn't even have it to where, I mean, you look at the names that's in this, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. You got the Usos, you know what I'm saying? You got some young upstarts with Braun, you know what I'm saying? Um, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Holy ish. You know what I'm saying? What up, Rachel? If you're new to the channel, you know what I'm saying, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell. Uh I do wish we got a little bit more though
Yeah.
to see the anger, the fighting, the brawling. Um
Like, you know what?
or
You know what? Let's put it like this. We see how last week we saw some of the brawl, right? Granted, we didn't see everything because they cut it off. If I had to estimate the time when they cut this one off compared to last week, like
right.
imagine Roman and Lesnar coming out, right? And we didn't even see Roman spear Bronson through the barricade. You just saw him throw Lesnar out, and that was it.
Mm,
That's kind of what that felt like to me, the way they cut it off.
mm. Danny Hassan, salute, good brother. Um, I think the cutoffs. I think it adds a bit. I think also with this, you kind of do got to cut it off because we just talked about the level of talent that's in this match. We don't want to give you everything before Saturday.
Yeah,
We want your mind to drift. So when that theme music hits and all those, you start seeing them people fill up their cage back at the ramp, and then you gotta, it's a lot to be desired. And the order of who's gonna come out and what, or I'm assuming Brock Lesnar will be last. Um, that's just what I assume. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know about the guy side. You know. Uh, yeah, Mike McCullough. Yeah, I would have loved to see about 45 more seconds though. You got to see somebody. Maybe you put the heels in the position to win.
yeah.
To look. or maybe you get the baby faces to do it. But when Brock Lesnar storms the scene in the last 15 seconds of the show, busts his ass, you got to give him some retaliation. He got to get some get back. How you feel about Logan Paul? And let's be clear, Drew and Logan pick up a dub. Drew and Logan pick
The
up the dub
advantage.
heading into War Games. Give me your synopsis. Give me your prediction. Give me something, Gamaj. I need to know how you feel about that because I thought they was about to lose. And I was wrong.
Them winning was the right choice. It's still fuck Logan Paul though.
I mean, even with that though, uh Logan, and I want to say he's the most entertaining, one of the most entertaining guys in this match. I've he's gonna have a crazy spot for War Games. Um, even if it's not too crazy, just gonna be something. He might have two or three, just because the magnitude of this match and everybody that's in it. Um, I might have to drop this guy. But no, I think with Logan, right? I think he's the guy. Remember a couple weeks back, Braun Breaker said, "I don't trust him." If someone's, I got to put the betrayal card up there, right? Somebody's got to flip the script. Somebody's got to turn on somebody. Who's turning? Who betrays their team? Who betrays the trust? Who goes rogue? All right, we gonna get you up out of here, brother. Let's go ahead and put this user in timeout. Bong. Pack him up. Anyway, that was easy. Oh, Matthew says Jay Uso is the guy who betrays. Jay Uso is the guy who betrays. Kamach,
That
how
would
you
be.
feel about Jay
I
Uso?
like. I would like that. I think Jade actually needs a heel turn.
Weren't we kind of flirting with this idea a little bit before Roman kind of came back? I mean, what wasn't that the thing we were moving towards?
Yeah, I think the question was if Jay turns heel, who does he attack first to cement it?
I think Jay has the most options. Everybody or anybody except Roman. Because if he turns on his brother, it's like, why would he do that? But I don't think that's the case. He has to turn on a champion, specifically CM Punk, because he was the world heavyweight champ. However, are we doing that this close? I mean, we're not really that close to Mania. So we have time. We have time to build this to the Royal Rumble. Underlying story. Is it Roman and CM Punk? Is it Roman? Is Roman and CM Punk the underlying story? And Gamache, I gotta ask you. There was 3 people who started the night off tonight. 3. 2 are current champs. Roman Reigns walked out that ring. Roman Reigns let them know your title looks better on me. The comment was from CM Punk. Who you talking about? Because you got 2 champions in the ring. And he said, y'all gonna figure it out. He said that's for y'all to figure out.
Yeah, for y'all to figure out. I think he was a
So
front of Punk.
it Ryan Armstrong, I see you in the chat. Roman Reigns walks out, turning on his team and still not becoming a heel. Still not becoming a heel. I don't know if that's. I mean, you're right. Roman Reigns is god tier as far as aura, so that could be a chance. I think here's my only issue if it's Punk that Roman goes for. I love that match. We haven't seen it, so it's something new. What did you give us, Cody Roman at the what was the Atlanta Stadium before Bad Blood? You're in my way in life. Like you know what I'm saying? You've walked us down this road. when Roman Reigns made his first return last year at SummerSlam. It was in the Cody Rhodes match. Him was eyeing it. The Rock. That's when he gave The Rock did that weird hand count. 1, 2, 3. You know, uh, so it was very interesting to see. But if you're gonna steer right, hard right too, and pivot, are we ever gonna get Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns 3? Do we want that?
I mean, again, I don't mind it, but I feel like there's been backlash for people not to see that. So I kind of feel like that close now.
Yeah, baby Khaled, they got unfinished business. A lot of it too. Georgia Tech promo. Thank you, Vinny. I knew. See, with Vinny in the chat, I know. You know, what I'm saying I got forceful backup. Um, I think, I think that WWE will be remiss to not give us Cody Roman at some point. Maybe it doesn't have to be Mania. If they do it at SummerSlam, title for title, does that hold more weight? If Roman comes in as the world heavyweight champ, Cody's somehow either still holding on to, loses it, wins it back. Is that more intriguing for the undisputed championship of the WWE, or would you rather just get it out the way early?
I think that
I
holds
need an
more weight.
answer.
I think it holds more weight if you wait if they're both champion at SummerSlam, because there are people that want to see Punk and Roman solo. There are people that want to see that, and I could
Right.
also see that happening if Seth doesn't make it to Mania on time.
If I forgot about Seth. If Seth doesn't make it to Mania, this. So who is okay? Walk me down this rabbit hole. Let's. CM Punk versus Roman is good. I would like to see Roman Cody, but if you substitute CM Punk in, I'm not mad at that. I don't think anybody's really gonna be. I don't think there's a loss in this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a loss in this triangle of possibilities. However, who is Cody's? If they go Roman Punk, who is Cody's opponent? Maybe the Royal Rumble winner? Maybe not. I don't know. Elimination Chamber, because you gotta win, you gotta get to Mania one or two ways. Who is that guy? And welcome, most loved and most hated.
Most sleepy.
I still got homework.
I'm cooked. What's good? What's going on?
It's good. We got a little dilemma here.
Oh
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
what Gamage done
Uh,
did, man.
we started. No, it wasn't Gamage. It was actually
Oh, I
Roman
saw
Reigns, man.
Gamage in Brooklyn with a drone and with a big in front of the Biggie Smalls mural. What's going on, Gamage? Don't be acting like you don't be doing that kind of stuff.
Ah,
You had a photo shoot in Times Square, and I know you. Look, what's going on with you, Gamage?
Look, that was birthday antics, man. That was just behind the scenes stuff.
All right, hey, Gamage, you know what I'm saying?
behind the scenes, in front of the camera, though.
I ain't never had no drone follow me through Brooklyn.
That's fire.
It's a regular Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? What's the dilemma, man?
But so Roman started the show with CM Punk. Well, it got to that point where CM Punk and Cody, right? Roman makes a very egotistical statement. He says, "Your title looks better on." Since we're being honest, your title looks better on me. But he doesn't point. He just says it, drops mic, and then they look. They're like, "Wait, who title are you talking about?" Well, so you got to figure it out. So now I feel like that's WWE leaving the writing things in pencil, right? Because they don't want to put it in concrete. Going to WrestleMania. Who do who? You know what I mean? And I honestly do think CM Punk is more intriguing.
I think Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble this year,
You think?
and they just let that be the thing. He said it. He didn't put a name on his bullet, so he can carry that all for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? It's Roman Reigns, bro. Roman Reigns dangling that carrot is different than a lot of other people saying, "I don't know who I'm gonna
Anyone
choose."
else?
Yeah,
Anyone else? I think so. Then the question became,
they
does
have to
Cody Roman
recover
three?
from. Let me cut you off, but they have to recover from last year's Royal Rumble with Jey Uso. They have to. They got to give people something.
Oh, you mean this year's Royal Rumble? We ain't done it yet.
No, whatever year, whenever he won it. Like 'cause they don't want that again. They don't want that again. That's gonna unfortunately that was a huge moment, but that's gonna be a stain on Jey Uso's career.
I feel like that's the unfortunate truth of that.
I
It's a
think
big
what
moment.
I think what hurts his win more is the fact that the final four of that Royal Rumble was not the final four it should have been.
Um, I think if it would have been the final four, it should have been, or the final 5 or 6, and Jey Uso was
Who was
included
the
in that,
four? It
and Jey
was
Uso would
Jay,
have still
Cena,
won.
and who else?
Um,
It
I want
was
to say
Cena, Logan
oh yeah,
Paul,
Cena, Logan Paul, Jay, and Dom. That was the four.
and Dom. Yep.
See, then but Dom being in the final four now makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
With Dom
He was
being who he
pushing.
is now.
Yeah,
Even Logan in the sense, because Logan, like, people would have hated it, but it's Logan Paul. So I can see the why they were the final four. But out of those four, I mean, that wouldn't have been the pick. But they're gonna recover from that. And it's probably gonna be Roman Reigns. And him saying, I could go left or right for months, hell, almost a whole year would be just, he don't have to be around much to do that either.
No, that's the beauty of Roman Reigns. But the only thing that makes me a little upset was you walked us down this path of Cody versus Roman for that title to get Roman to get his undisputed title back, and now you're pivoting. However, that pivot is pretty dope when you got two Paul Heyman guys. Like that story writes itself. Roman debuted WWE main roster helping CM Punk.
If Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble and chooses CM Punk, Gamaj, what does that tell you about Cody Rhodes? You being the resident Cody Rhodes fan on this show.
Oh shit.
it tells me he's still champion. That's all that tells me.
Hey, that boy good. That boy good. He
What
good.
you mean?
He good.
The only way I'm gonna look at it is Roman already held the undisputed belt. He never got the world heavyweight belt. He didn't want it then because even though it was still a B tier title of people that didn't beat him for his belt. It,
So
it
who
does have
would
more. It does have more prestige now, but
let's
not
say
much. But it
Roman
has more.
does choose CM Punk. Okay.
Ooh.
Matthew, is it Barrage? I was about to say that. What's the bigger match versus than Roman and CM Punk? Cody versus who?
Well, there's two people who put Cody matches in here. Cody Brock, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's good.
No.
But Cody and Randy
Orton.
Orton, I think if you do CM Punk Roman, you have to do Cody Randy because it's both two stories, two championship matches where people got their origins from the elder statesman.
Yeah. It
Cody had
bookends both.
legacy with Randy. CM Punk used the Shield to get by with his world title run back in 2012ish. So you
I'll
have to do those two stories.
I'll even say this: if they do Cody Randy and Cody's champion, Randy has to go over.
They do
Yeah, he
Cody
has to.
Randy. They got a whole year of material for Randy. I wasn't around last year.
Yeah.
I'm the legend killer. I'm gonna rewrite the story. Remember he RKO'd Dusty Rose in the middle of the ring and Cody just stood there. Like it's so
Yeah.
much
It's a lot you could use.
that, and maybe that's why they haven't pulled the trigger on Cody and Randy yet. They put their toe in the water, but we haven't
Yeah.
gotten what we could have gotten from them.
Yeah. And I've even
Yeah.
mentioned that even though I've wanted Drew to go over, like since WrestlePalooza to get the belt, the only person who would make sense if Drew didn't get it to me was Orton. That's the only way I could kind of forgive it.
So, Chad, I'm gonna ask the Chad, what's a bigger WrestleMania match? This might need to be a poll for next week. Roman
I think we're gonna
Reigns
poll it and do Wednesday
versus
Night
CM
Wars.
Punk or Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. I'm watching both nights either way. I'm sold already.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Matter of fact, we might have to draw this up for Wednesday Night Wars, man. I think this might have to be. You might have to pick a side. I pick the other side,
For
and
those of
then
you who don't know, we'll be back Wednesday about 8:30-ish for Wednesday Night Wars. It's something we do every Wednesday. We just pick a topic and we go to war. Shout out to Vinny Andretti in the building. Randy Cody is, I would think CM Punk and Roman Reigns don't have a WWE timeline together, right?
CM Punk
No,
and
they
who?
do.
Roman?
Yeah,
They do.
CM Punk debuted him to main roster as the Shield to help him.
No, I'm talking about before Punk came back this time.
Yeah, wait, before he came back this
Oh, you
time.
saw after his return, did he have anything connected to Roman? You mean?
I mean,
Six,
before Punk left the company, did
Yeah.
him and Roman
you talking
have
about when
a?
he first came back, but then he got hurt with the bicep?
I mean, before he left the company altogether. What was Punk's last year in WWE before he left?
Oh, you talking about
Oh,
like those? Shit.
15, 16,
And when did Roman come to WWE?
2012 on the main roster, like 2012. With
So they had a timeline previously before.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's a while
Yeah.
ago. That's why but
But
they
that's
never.
why I say you if you do Cody, I mean if you do Punk Roman, you
So
have to do
Roman,
Cody
so Roman
because you
debuted
can
in
say this whole
2012 on the main roster.
say that again?
Roman debuted in 2012 on the main roster.
And Punk's last year was what, 14, 15?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But they never
I mean,
had
we got
no
to get this guy.
major stories in that first go around before Punk left.
Yeah, Punk left
You
in
ever see a guy
2014.
get kicked?
So Punk
You ever
got
Okay.
2
punk yo,
years
you ever punk
after
you ever
Roman
punk kick
debuted.
a guy who I think he's a subscriber. Watch this. Let me punk kick him. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. I like to punk kick people. Randy Orton and me, bro. I like
So
to
they were
punk kick
together
people.
on a roster for 2 years, but they never had no major story, right?
Not to my knowledge, nothing major.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So this is like a first time thing with them.
Yeah.
It's damn near a fantasy match.
For who? Cody and Roman? I mean
Seth
No,
Punk
and
and Roman?
Punk and Roman.
I said Seth. That's another curveball. Seth Rollins coming back at some point.
Seth Rollins coming back in that match because he hates them both. He hates them both.
See, that would be
You know,
diabolical.
is
Yeah,
always a thing.
yeah. That
CM
that
Punk
that.
was part of War Games last year. Yeah, okay, you're right. I
Mm.
don't even know how I let that slip my mind. I had to come back and help you last year,
Yeah.
and Roman being
Okay.
like, I had to help you keep
Shout
your
out to
title.
Ryan Armstrong Winterhawk. That's a hell of a name. I like it though. I like it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they don't have a story. You know what I'm saying? So
Not like,
but they have material, which would be they can build it. Those are two. That's your main events, night one, night two, right there.
yeah. If
Done.
anything, I
And
would
you
just
just work
say,
down the card.
Cody and Randy have a more embedded history than Punk and Roman
Oh
did.
man, they're gonna talk some Cody and Randy, and you gotta let Randy go though. We gotta
Oh
get.
yeah, he actually made that comment tonight. Cody, he said, I helped you. And then Roman was like, yeah, and then you ruined my life 4 months later. They're definitely building the Punk and Roman.
Yeah,
They're definitely they were the best part of that face off between the three of them.
yeah. And the other thing that gives it away, remember right after Roman said that's for y'all to figure out, Punk just went, "Oh, cool. I think he's talking about you."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, bro. He talking
So
about you.
He talking about you.
this Saturday, do we see a accidental Superman punch or spear?
Yes.
If you do it, you could get away with it in the war game. Say, hey, I didn't see you. You know what I'm saying? That may cause them to match. Now that'll be another layer. Like you caused us the war games.
You think I think Randy could come out at War Games to try to help. Or just the Royal some they
We
gotta
don't
bring
need.
Randy
I
back
think
ASAP.
Randy now he's so far removed, it'll feel forced.
Yeah,
Right.
honestly, I
Because
wouldn't
looking at
even.
that
Yeah.
those war games teams, I wasn't a huge fan of it because the story kind of was streamlined. But looking at that end of that, that's a lot of star power in that ring.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. And then this is gonna be I'm gonna do a
Brock
couple
in a
things. One,
cage
my
is
short.
enough. Brock in a cage is enough.
Yeah,
My short is what's the greatest teams? Because this on the male side, you got one of the greatest tag teams, the Usos, and then two. I mean, Cody, CM Punk, and Roman have all held that title for over a year. CM Punk had like a 400-day reign.
Only
So
person didn't have the big title is Jimmy.
Yeah,
But
he's the only
but
one.
what he did in a tag is, you know what I'm
that
saying?
that's the thing. That as a tag team, they're
They up there
legendary.
looking
They're
like
super
New
legendary.
Edition. Every member solo albums went platinum. They-
They're like G Unit. I don't know who's who, but I know Jimmy might be Tony Yayo because he's the one that didn't go platinum.
Yayo, I
You
think
know what I
Yayo
mean?
did go platinum.
No, 50 was like he sold 800,000, but he couldn't do any tours because
Oh
he was
shit.
on house
Hey, that's
arrest.
close enough. That's close enough.
Yeah,
But
but he
yeah,
was the one who stopped the streak.
it's
But
it's
but
it's
either way, even Jay,
Oh
you
nah,
look at his
Yayo,
accolades, he is
Yayo went
starting to beef him up.
Yayo went platinum,
Yayo,
bro.
yeah. Yayo, they thoughts of a predicate fell. I know.
Yeah,
Tony Yale went platinum.
yeah, he
Yeah.
went platinum.
He must have just went platinum like yesterday. That
Hey,
CD was bought in Dubai.
he went platinum off this alone.
That's John Cena shit. That's what John Cena got. That's just crazy. Um, yeah, but even on the men's heel side, it's not the greatest team on paper, but it's still pretty good.
Bro,
But
looking
Brock and
at it
Drew
though,
is
you got Brock Lesnar standing next to Brian Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Drew. Just looking at that team,
they're
just
very formidable.
if you take away the stats and just look at the optics of it, that's a bad team, bro. Like that's tough. That's a tough out for a lot of people.
Yeah, for real.
They got the
I
size,
think
the athleticism. They look the
I actually
part.
think that's a better team.
They all got great hair. Brock Lesnar slipped and rolled up and made
Brock
Brock,
Lesnar has had some funny botches this year.
but it's
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. He don't take himself so serious. So it's like,
Nah, but remember he ripped his pants F5 in R-Truth? He was like, "Are you missing a tooth?" And he was like, "What?" And he put him up, and
I think Brock have fun.
acting
I wish I
irrational.
could be like Brock Lesnar and come clocking at the end of the shift. He come at the end of the shift, all the work done. He come at
Hey,
the
and as
end.
soon as that music hit, it was game time.
Dun-dun, dun-dun. And see, I don't even think Paul Heyman knows what Brock Lesnar's going to do because it looked like he reached for the hat and Brock didn't give it to him. So Paul is kind of like, I think Brock just does whatever he wants to do and it works.
Yo, Vinny, we don't know how Brock fell backwards, but I definitely want to. Damn, we spent 30 minutes just talking about that. He's like, "Yeah, we'll be out there in 30 minutes." Man. But on paper, I definitely think the men's babyface side is super stacked, but I'd rather fight them than fight Brock
But
Lesnar.
that's what you made it. You made it super babyface, super heel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather fight the babyface team though. Even though they got all the champions over there,
Yeah, because
like
they don't.
Drew
'Cause
McIntyre is always gonna do something grimy. He's gonna kick your head through an
Drew
announce
McIntyre's a
table.
menace. Drew McIntyre should be a
now I was gonna
champion.
say on the heel team, out of the five, four of them look menacing.
Yes.
Who's the,
Yes.
who don't look menacing?
Logan
Logan.
Paul, he don't
Logan
look
Paul
like.
don't.
I'm not saying
Logan
he's
Paul.
crack, but he don't look like a menace. The other four, they look menacing.
Braun is gonna do something
But
fast
here's
to
the
you.
thing: Logan's the best wrestler on that team.
I'm not talking about ability. I'm just talking about if you look at them, you don't know nothing about them. You just know you got to face them.
Yeah, I'd rather fight Logan Paul first.
Yeah.
Or Braun Breaker. I
You
ain't gonna
mean
lie,
the
Braun Breaker height
professional
wise,
boxer
not.
Logan Paul? Logan like that. He just don't. I get what you're saying, but that's still a stacked team.
No, it is. It is a lot of talent over there. Speaking of stacked teams, the women got into a brawl tonight.
Shout out to Penta. I hope his injury ain't too bad because they had another curveball tonight with that.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. You think he would have
Solo
won that
one.
match if he didn't get injured?
What you said?
You think he would have won if not for the injury?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Because
I would like to think so, but
I'm kind
you
of
already
looking
got
at it like
Sheamus.
who would have given Gunther a better matchup between Penta and Solo?
Penta, absolutely.
Yeah, that's kind of what makes me think Penta would have won that
Because if
match.
you put him against Gunther, and then let's say there's MFT involvement, you're turning Gunther baby face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
that's
he's
2 hills. So yeah, Penta would have, and that they would have cooked.
and he's slowly getting a little bit of pops, like in his entrance, Gunther.
Yeah. So let me see if I can pull this up.
You can't. He's hard to dislike. He's a throwback. He's a throwback, and I love a good throwback. He wrestles old school. He's ring general. That's a hell of a nickname, and he lives up to it. But you circling back to the women. What y'all thought about that?
I think. Well, hmm,
Can I be
I,
honest? We being honest tonight.
yeah,
All
we
right.
are.
The scuffle didn't sell me.
The
It didn't
scuffling
sell-
I
sell
agree
me
with you.
either.
And I'm not sure if Alexa Bliss even wants to wrestle. She just seemed out of it.
Um, the problem with me with this for the women's is only three, as far as each team, only three women make sense to be in this match. And to me, the three women are the Kabuki Warriors, Becky Lynch, AJ Lee, Io, and Rhea. I don't see why Charlotte and Alexa are in it, and I don't see why
Last
Nia
year,
and Lash are in it. Y'all just became cool out of nowhere. There's no embedded hardcore feud with you and Charlotte and Alexa. I just started a week ago, like 1 or 2
and
weeks.
last year looked amazing, but them wasn't the shoes to be tussling in.
I agree.
Yeah, the it didn't really.
Right.
Again, I think they put the star power together, and you're right, Gamaj. I'm not sure who else you would have put in that match. And shout out to Zoe Stark. I saw her train in rehab. She says she's able to run and pivot without pain 6 months into her injury. So
That's
Zoe
good.
Stark is back on that road to recovery. So, but yeah, the women,
Yeah.
we'll see. Again, I feel like the women might have. They might not. They're not going to say it or acknowledge it, but they got some outside pressure from what happened at AEW on Blood and Guts.
Well, that they got pressure from last year because, well, we all know how Nia performed. I'll leave it at that from the last one.
Mm. So we'll see. But
I think when you say the blood and guts thing too, not only is that the added pressure, but now the men's side is extra
oh, the men
like
gonna cook. The men gonna cook.
yeah, like
Yeah.
And no knock to the women, but I think the past few years we've said the women's war games and the women's Royal Rumbles have been a little better than the men. So it's not like we hating on the women. We love women's wrestling over here.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
But
yeah, yeah.
I just think the men, this might be their year to you have to produce when you got those stars in that match. You
You
can't
have
not.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know what's funny? Some people they have a lot of aura. Roman Reigns doesn't have to do a lot in the ring to have great matches. He's made that abundant, like his style of match and stuff. We've grown to love it. Brock, same thing. All Brock has to do is start suplex, and it's out of here. It doesn't even matter what happens after that. It's just so
It's that
Drew can do
slow,
it.
methodical kind of Undertaker pace that they have. It's slow and intentional, but it works.
It does work. It definitely does work. And I hope to God that the women, I mean, they could still upstage, but this year is a very tall task. Very tall task. But shout out to them. They got some stuff going on. It is more thrown together more so than the men's.
Yeah,
But
and we've seen these teams before. Like Io's been in war games the past about 3-4 years.
or yeah,
Yeah. She's been in almost all of them.
we just
So
need Liv Morgan back. Liv Morgan is the homie. She looks
yeah,
like she smells like she might even smell like cocoa butter, bro. To be honest, but we gonna get past that.
I think Liv comes back. I think that'll be the a time you can turn Dom babyface, and they'll damn near be the new power couple in wrestling, man. If they continue that.
If they continue, because again, you got Roxanne Perez was making Dom nuggies, and it almost seems like Dom has pulled away a little bit more from Judgment Day.
I would like to see Roxanne and Raquel in the war games.
It's
That'd have been cool.
amazing that they didn't incorporate them in anything.
Because they had for the
Yeah.
past year they were in everything.
Yeah, and
And there's two teams they lost to in that, right? They didn't lose Alexa Charlotte, but they lost to
No, you
It
see,
makes
but that they would have made more sense than like Naya and Lash because Charlotte and Alexa did beat them for the women's belts.
that's what I'm saying. So it was they have tag title. It could have made sense. You know, we
Yeah,
we we bumped heads with these women. So that would have been Roxanne, Raquel, Becky, and the Kabuki Warriors.
yeah.
I'll go with it.
I think
I'll
that's a
go with
little bit better. But the way they building Naya and Lash, like the Twin Towers. I mean, you gotta have the dominant force in there, I guess.
Twin Towers is crazy.
Yeah, I think the Twin Towers is growing on me a little bit more than I thought it would. I watched Lash tonight. I'm like, ooh, I like this. I like this. So hopefully War Games will be her coming out party. Um
My man Ryan said this will be EO's 7th War Games match. That's crazy.
Yeah. Matter of fact, how many war games has she won out of that 7? I should check that.
yeah,
So
that'll be something interesting. Well, I got another question for y'all. I got another question for y'all. All right. We kind of hinted on it a little bit. And that is the John Cena tournament. Currently, as we stands right now, this is how the bracket looks. Okay. December 13th, it goes down. Right. So Solo got a win tonight over Penta. Would it have been Penta Gunther? You might be right about that because it would have been 1-on-1. Now you're right. You got the MFT situation. On the flip side, on SmackDown side, Jey Uso, Rusev. Who is LA Knight's opponent? What are the guesses on this?
I think Penta being hurt, they got to figure something out. So I don't know. I don't
Here's my
know.
question.
Well,
Am
Penta,
I saying
being out doesn't hurt the tournament because Penta is they had him lose, so we're good on that. Because remember,
No, I'm
Solo's event.
saying that if Penta was supposed to move forward,
Oh
whoever they got to find another person now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but luckily they pulled the trigger on Solo, and I don't
Oh,
think Solo's beating Gunther by no by at all. I just think that's you can
actually,
just
Gunther
chalk that
should
up.
he should squash Solo. Just get him up out of here.
that ain't happening?
I'm saying it shouldn't be competitive at all. Just squash him and get him out of here.
I don't know if you can squash him after you didn't squash the first two guys. I don't know because you know what I'm saying it would look crazy if Solo got squashed, but Carmelo
Hey,
nor
hey, this WWE we talking about.
Javon.
Mark Henry had a baby that was a hand.
Hey, salute. But Matthew Barrett says it's gonna be LA Joe Hendry. The Miz. What do you think about the Miz coming back? Now remember the Miz already was in here. He was beat.
Then you can't. I don't think you should to keep the integrity of the tournament. You shouldn't. Joe Hendry's been what everybody's been saying. We know he signed a deal. That's kind of obvious, but we don't know. I said Rob Van Dam would have been a great entry. I said Jeff Hardy should have popped up in this some kind of way. Um, but we won't have to guess too much longer.
Yeah.
No.
Again, I got no issue with Joe Hendry, but if I hear his music play, my monitor's gone, bro.
You hate Joe like that?
It Why the fuck is he in the tournament? He makes no sense.
Hey, don't forget about this tournament now. They put they
Well,
put
LA Knight is well. I know we.
Damian Priest in this tournament and he got beat up.
But is LA Knight a face or a heel? Would that matter in a Joe Hendry match?
I don't think it would matter, but I think they would try to still keep him
I would say
face.
he would still be face because remember they put him against Zack Ryder, who got a huge pop, and
Yeah.
people still like LA Knight. So I wouldn't say he turns heel or they start booing him.
It would just be face
Honestly,
versus
I
face.
looking at this tournament, I think LA Knight Gunther might be a pretty good final.
What about Rusev and Gunther?
That would be a very
Rusev,
physical matchup if
but
it
I
goes.
don't see
That would
Rusev
be
getting that dub. I know it would. Him and Cena got crazy history, like crazy history.
we I ain't gonna lie because I don't think Jey Uso should beat Rusev. Rusev is still coming back and he's still on his ascension.
So you get Jay and
Jey
LA
Uso's
Knight
got a lot.
again. That'll be a Jay might get booed out the building if it's Jay and LA Knight.
He will get put at the building. They will dislike his
I was like,
YouTube's.
Jay not getting booed, but them YouTube vids and them clips are gonna violate Jay.
I didn't realize
Oh
how
yeah,
much people love LA Knight. He's the one. Like he's their one right now.
Yeah.
yeah. He's been there one for years. To be honest, like you look go back to the year the Money in the Bank 3 years ago, and it was Jey Uso, Money, and LA Knight were in the ring, and they were hitting each other, and it was like yeet yeah, yeet yeah, yeet yeah, and it was like, damn man, they really want this.
Yeah.
That was the time to pull the trigger on either of them. Neither one. That was the same year Andrade and Carmelo Hayes was in that, and they stole the show, and then they went on to their best of 7.
Andrade, boy.
Yeah.
Andrade let anybody hit. Andrade all over the place. Hell, Idolo. But yeah, I'm excited about War Game. I think Raw did what it was supposed to do for the most part. And John Wiener, shout out to John Wiener, man. The with Cena. And Stu, that was genius. You had a
That,
cameraman shooting a
that was cool.
cameraman shooting a cameraman. Like that's amazing. Whoever thought of that, chef's kiss. That was you did something that's been done plenty times, but you found a way to make it new. So that was cool. And shout out to Stu. I don't know how intertwined in John Cena's career Stu is, but that's definitely an Easter
He's
egg.
the
And shout
camera
out to
guy.
you. But
Yeah.
I'm saying he's a part of the story now, so he's gonna live on in WWE history with attached to John Cena. So that's pretty dope.
Come on, Stu, let's go to work. You know, that's John. I ain't got too much more. I think those were kind of the biggest points to Raw. I think Raw, like you said, it did its point. This is the last Raw before War Games.
Yeah, I give it a
I didn't
solid
realize.
7. Solid, a lot
Yeah,
of talking, but that's to be expected. You can't do what they did last week every week,
Yeah.
no,
and we
no.
know that. We know that.
You
That's
know what's
like
crazy though?
you can't expect hot food at McDonald's all the time. Sometimes the nuggets gonna be cold, but it's late at night. What can you do?
You know what? And I asked Gamaj at the beginning of the show if you to swap last week and this week, but you can't because
No.
that was the coming out of so
If
many
you
stars.
swap last week's for this week, you will have a hard night Saturday trying to top your weekly show. You got to bring it down some.
Yeah, that was crazy last week.
You got to
Last
have
week
a
was great.
chaser. You can't go back to back straight shots or whatever. You need a chaser. Today was the
Hey,
chaser.
you
Now we
know I
about to
know
we about to take another shot Saturday.
last week was special. It was facts, Mike. Facts. Last week was special. Yeah, I think this week we just got the SmackDown to get through, and then it's sad. I forgot what time it is the show, but
I think it starts at 4. Survivor Series, you mean?
yeah.
What's that
Yeah, I think it starts
early?
at 4.
Okay, early joint.
Mm, okay. Well,
Well, we be here for the
y'all
recap.
see
You
us.
want to do predictions Friday? Because the
Yeah,
card
let's
is
do it
set,
Friday.
right?
Let's. Huh?
The
I
card
think
is
it
set,
is.
right?
Yeah, I think the card is said. I don't see him adding any more matches.
Because nobody wrestling on SmackDown is part of Survivor. Well, Stephanie and Nikki.
Yeah, I not forgot about that.
No, Stephanie and Nikki Survivor Series.
But I'm
That's
saying they're
crazy too.
SmackDown. They're on SmackDown,
So
though,
there's only
right?
4
No, they're
matches.
on Raw.
Oh, so is nothing could happen on SmackDown that could change the card.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, we could do predictions maybe Wednesday and talk about whatever HP want to talk about on Wednesday Night Wars. We got a lot of new names in the chat. Shout out to you. Subscribe and hit the notification button. We go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And on Wednesdays, we do Wednesday Night War. We pick a topic and we just kind of debate it and talk all wrestling related, little music, battle rap, all things of the culture, but definitely wrestling right here on Adversary Podcast. And if you are new, check out our interviews and hot tags. We've talked to the best, the who's who in the wrestling business, legends in WWE, ECW, AEW, current, future, and stars right now. We've talked to them all, so check that out. And we got original content as well at Sarah Podcast. Follow us on all social medias. I know I hopped in late. I'm normally here at the beginning to do the intros and get it going. But this Wednesday, 8:30-ish. We say ish because it's normally between 8 and 8:30 we start, but we don't start no later than that typically. But yeah, it's the Wednesday Night Wars. And we go live during or right after the main event of every WWE event. And that's what we do here on Attitude Era Podcast. We just have a good time, and we got the dopest chat on the internet. We show up, y'all show up, we interact, and we talk. So shout out to all the new faces and new names in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed on this channel. Y'all got anything before we get out of here?
Nah, man, just tap in Hall Preacher Universe. Y'all know what it is. We're getting ready to start up our From series as From gets back in the works.
Oh,
Stranger
from
Things
about
drops.
I saw they just wrapped season. They
They
wrapped up the
wrapped up
season.
season 4, baby, and we're gonna be covering Stranger Things this year too. So Wednesday, when episode 8 drops,
So you
I gotta
start from the
figure that out.
beginning with Stranger Things, because that's a show I tried to get into twice and couldn't. I got a thing about watching kids on TV. I don't like watching kids as entertainment. That's just me.
Okay, okay, but Stranger Things is fire.
So
Stranger
I'm gonna
Things.
try to get it. I'm gonna if you recapping it on Hall Precinct, I'm gonna try to get into it again.
Yeah, do it. Because trust me, I need someone to talk about. I need someone to, and this Wednesday the show starts. So we got Wednesday Night Wars. So I'm gonna be like
So season 8 of Stranger Things starts this week.
this week, and it's gonna be in 3 parts.
Okay, so I
The
got I
next
got
part come out
I
around
got 7
Christmas, and
seasons
then
to
the
catch
last.
up on. It's like watching One Piece
Oh
all over again. As
yeah.
you can see, we get a little nerdy here too. That's what I do. I rap. I do nerdy things. And this February, I will be headlining Anime Verse in Houston, and I'm excited about that. It's Anime Verse and Wrestleverse, and booked for Wrestleverse. They got Saraya, the Steiner brothers, Lex Luger, a bunch of stars they're currently booking. So I will be in Houston in February,
Yes,
13, 14,
sir.
15 headliner. We outside. Contrary to popular belief, Gamage got drones following him to Brooklyn. I'm headlining anime conventions. HP is kicking it with the stars from your favorite shows, drinking the finest of cognacs. It's just a good time over here. If you hate this, you just why? Why would you? How could you? But yeah, man, we just have a good time. We're about to get up out there. We'll see y'all Wednesday at 8:30 for the Wednesday Night Wars. That is Gamage, your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. That is King HP, the undisputed podcast champion of the world.
Champion up.
I'm D. Archie Carter. Hope this week is good to you and good for you. And we will see y'all Wednesday for Wednesday Night Wars right here, Attitude Era Podcast. Peace. We out this joint.